We are at the Uprashtrapati Niwas in New Delhi, where Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu, will be launching a book on the founder Acharya of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada. Written by the award-winning author and biographer Dr. Hindol Sengupta and published by Penguin Random House, the book Sing, Dance and Pray talks about how Prabhupada is the greatest ambassador of India's spiritual culture and heritage in the modern era.
Our ancient land is also the land of devotion. Many rishis, munis, and acharyas have appeared on this punya bhumi to uplift the masses through non-sectarian, universal method of worship. I can say that bhakti runs through the veins of Indians. It is the lifeline of India's collective civilizational consciousness. Such publications, such programs and writings are very much necessary to get back to the roots. Make our younger generation to follow the path of non-violence, spirituality and universal brotherhood that is very much required.
V.P. Naidu, in his speech Sunday, hailed the book for teaching peace and brotherhood to younger generation. He also asserted how tensions in public life in today's times highlighted the need for a spiritual renaissance and why Indian epics carried the lesson to combat the decay in values.
What is required is spiritual renaissance, as the decay in values and also tensions in public life is happening faster. We need to go back to the value system and again bring back the spiritual renaissance. Spirituality has been the soul of our nation. Bharat ka Atma, Adhyatmikata. The foundation of our civilization since ancient times, Vedas, Upanishads, epics like the Ramayana and Mahabharata, and other Puranas have a transcendental spiritual value for a millennium.
Venkaiah Naidu has previously inaugurated ISKCON, Sri Rajdhirja Govind Temple in Bangalore and Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Swami Temple in Telangana. At the book launch, President Naidu expressed his admiration for Prabhupada, the Hare Krishna movement, and their efforts to bring peace globally.
What is the ultimate aim of government? Aim of research? Aim of all is to make people's life happy. Happiness. I could see in the ISKCON movement that mission to bring happiness. And this book also was aptly titled as Sing, Dance and Pray.
Author Hindol Sengupta told ThePrint how being a scholar of religion, in addition to having dabbled in Krishna Bhakti himself, inspired him to write the book to mark Prabhupada's 125th anniversary on 1 September and his thoughts on Vice President Naidu's praise.
Well, why does any author decide to write any book at any moment, right? I have a long association with Krishna Bhakti. My mother is a devout Krishna Bhakt. And, I have always, I'm a biographer of many significant Indians, Sardar Patel, of course, and Swami Vivekananda. And 125th year, anniversary of Srila Prabhupada is this year. And I thought to myself that, here's somebody, everybody knows ISKCON, not too many people know Srila Prabhupada. As a scholar of religion, I am very interested in the history of global Hinduism. How did Hinduism spread around the world? Who are the people? And after Vivekananda, perhaps the most important figure with a much larger footprint than Vivekananda is Srila Prabhupada, a man whose story had to be told. And I'm delighted that I got an opportunity to tell that story. The Vice President is a very devout man. He said the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I think he's always been a devout man and he's been associated with Krishna Bhakti for a long time. So I think it appealed to him also.
Millie Aishwarya, publisher at the Penguin Random House, said that she was proud to publish Sing, Dance and Pray as she was Krishna Bhakt herself and found Prabhupada's life very inspirational.
You know, when I found out about the life, inspirational and actually very hard life of Srila Prabhupada ji and what he created in ISKCON as a global organization and the kind of work that they do, whether it is with Akshay Patra or in the field of bhakti and devotion, I was really inspired and I wanted a good book on his life. And I'm so proud and happy that the book is out now. It's called Sing, Dance and Pray by Hindol Sengupta. I'm very proud to publish it. It's already a bestseller. I'm definitely a bhakt of Krishna, you know. So I think he's one of my favorite gods. So I think that is definitely a common ground. But people across, I think, age groups, classes, regions, countries should read the book.
President of ISKCON Bangalore and chairman of Akshay Patra, Madhu Pandit Dasa, describing the book, said that its message was universal. For this, he commended Prabhupada for propagating Bhagavad Gita worldwide and establishing its identity as more than just a Hindu religious book.
This book, Sing, Dance and Pray, brings forth the real story behind the ISKCON movement. Is a story of the founder, His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The world knows a lot about ISKCON. They know very less about the person behind this ISKCON. He was a man of 69 years old when he left India on this mission to fulfill the desire of his guru to take the message of Sanatana Dharma all over the world. He had to undergo great hardship, a 69-year-old man, in the extreme weathers of New York and with no support, no contacts, just directly went to the people in New York who were in those days assembling in the parks, disillusioned with life. This old gentleman, 69-year-old gentleman, goes there, sits in the park, he starts chanting the Hare Krishna, doing bhajan. And then when all the youngsters, curious, why this old man is coming in the midst of us? And Prabhupada started talking to them and he said, I have come here to make you understand that you are eligible for a very potentially divine life. Why have you so much degraded? Human life is most important, is the most important and the most beneficial platform to realize God. So in this way, Prabhupada presented the message of Bhagavad Gita in a very universal way, and that was the greatest contribution that Srila Prabhupada has done to this country by taking the greatest literature of this country to all over the world, giving the essential universal message of it more than being simply a Hindu religious book. I won't use the word secular because it has got so many different meanings. I would say that universal. It's not limited to any religion. It's not, the message is not limited. Just like science is universal, so the science of spirituality is universal. So that's the Krishna consciousness.
This is Sukriti Vats for ThePrint.